Jets, and welcome back to the Jets Ward. I am your host, Ryan Ward, and today we got a lot of exciting stuff to talk about. Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji got for opening press conferences, and if you heard what they had to say, I think you're gonna love it. Now, before we get started today, I want to say that if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back to the Jets Ward. We love having you. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. We appreciate you here. If you are a Jets fan, you are always welcome. Even if you're not a Jets fan, we love you as well. You are always welcome. This is a safe space for you. So, getting into the press conference, Darren Muji, Aaron Glenn, new first years for their job. GM for Muji, head coach for Aaron Glenn. Going into it, we were interested to see what kind of energy they would bring, and believe me, they did not disappoint. Oh man, I'd run through a brick wall for these guys. Darren Muji was up first. He gave thanks to his former employees, Sean Payton, for giving him the confidence and everything, working with the Broncos, which is a very cool thing. He was there for his 15-year career, and now he comes over to us. He learned a lot, very well-respected guy in the football business. Now, he talked about how he's going to build a winning culture, how he is going to scout. Where he started out, he's going to get people that want to win, that want to be Jets here, which I always love to hear. Aaron Glenn coming in right after him, bringing that energy, talking about how it is, how he's going to hold people accountable, how they have a standard that they are going to set, and how he is going to keep people accountable. And the one thing that I loved as well that Aaron Glenn brought up was he didn't hold back when it came to Aaron Rodgers. He got right to the point that he has been in communication. Him and Darren Muji have been in communication with him. And the thing that we're going to talk about first is with Aaron Glenn coming in hot with talking about Aaron Rodgers, which was something I was appreciative of because that is the big question right now. Is Aaron Rodgers going to be back with the New York Jets? If he is, cool. If he's not, what are our options going to be? Which is going to segue into what this video is going to be about. And all Jets fans, myself included, are contemplating what is going to happen with our quarterback. We have our GM, we have our head coach. We're still waiting on the coordinator positions and the rest of our coaching staff to come back out. But we don't know what is going to happen with our quarterback. So the thing that we want to discuss and that I want to discuss with you guys today is 6 options that I have that might help us. So what I decided to do was I decided to get 3 free agents and 3 rookies coming up in the NFL draft that I think could possibly help our team. Now, with this being said, I think that the biggest thing that we got to take away is what are we looking for in our quarterbacks? With Aaron Glenn, when you look back at the Detroit Lions, the biggest thing was they were on attack mode no matter what. Defense, offense, no matter what. So we got to bring somebody to New York that is going to fit that attacking personality. Now, the way that I'm going to do this is I have my 6 quarterbacks listed. I'm going to start from the bottom, which I feel okay about, and going all the way to the top, which is the quarterbacks that I would really like on this team, just in case Aaron Rodgers did not return. Now, to start, number 6, I have Marcus Mariota. Now, Mariota is 6'4", 222 pounds, and last year he was the backup quarterback for the Washington Commanders. Now, he didn't get a lot of playing time because, as we know, Jayden Daniels is the star of the Commanders. Awesome young quarterback. The reason I say Marcus Mariota is he has been in this league for a while. He had his ups and downs with the Titans. He went to the Falcons where he started and then got replaced by Spencer Rattler, I think. I don't remember who we got replaced by, but anyway. Then he went to the Commanders. And Jayden Daniels even says that he wouldn't have gotten to this far without the help of Marcus Mariota. And as a bridge quarterback to bring in somebody younger, Marcus Mariota is the type of quarterback that you would like because of the leadership qualities. He is not somebody who's going to go out of his way to call people out. He is going to guide younger quarterbacks. Just look what he's done helping Jaden Daniels out so far this year. They got to the NFC Championship with a rookie quarterback, which is an amazing, amazing thing. But Marcus Mariota is my number 6 spot. If we got him, yay. He wouldn't be a long-term answer. Now, going into the next one, another name that is very, very popular in the free agent market. And this guy is going to be a fun one if he comes in. He's always so much fun. Jameis Winston. Now, a lot of fans think back and they're like, Jameis Winston, oh man, the guy who threw for 50 touchdowns and had almost as many interceptions. Yes, that Jameis Winston, my fellow fans. The reason I want to go with Jameis Winston, he's 31 years old. He's been in this league for a long, long time. Last year he was playing with the Browns and he played in 12 games. He started 7 of them. His completion percentage was 61.1%. He had a total of 13 touchdowns to 12 interceptions, so almost as many touchdowns as interceptions. But the thing about Jameis is he's not afraid to make the throws. He trusts his arm so much that he will fit the throws into any window, whether it's beneficial for his team or if it hurts the team. Now, with that being said, Jameis would be exciting. He'd win us a couple games and everything. I think he'd be a great leader for any younger quarterback coming in as well. Could help guide Jordan Travis, who a lot of fans still have faith in, which it's the jury's still out on Jordan Travis. I don't know if the new regime, they didn't draft him, so I don't know if they'll keep him. But anyway, Jameis Winston, he had a total of 2,121 yards, a rating of 80.6, and a QBR of 55.9, which was ranked 19th in the NFL. Not great, but not awful either. It's not a great QBR, to be honest. But he will make every game exciting because he's a born leader. The teammates love him that he had. They would run through a wall for him. And I think he could bring a lot of leadership to this team as well and make our games exciting, which would be something really exciting for us as fans after last year. So that Jameis Winston, my 5th option. Now, I'm going to bring up my 4th option right now. And I'm going to dip right into the NFL draft. And the first rookie that I'm going to go for that has been shooting up draft boards is Kyle McCord. He is the quarterback from Syracuse. He is 6'3", 220 pounds. He had a fantastic year this past year. Completion percentage of 66, yards thrown 4,779. He had 34 touchdowns to 12 interceptions, which is not a bad number as well. He throws a lot. Now, his QBR was 78.6, which isn't bad, which is pretty good. The thing with him is I have 2 NFL comps from him. One, which is his ceiling, which I think could be solid, and one, which is his floor. So we're going to go with this. The NFL ceiling that I see with Kyle McCord is Eli Manning. And Eli Manning, you can ask any Jet or Giant fans that they love Eli Manning. He was solid for them for years. Kyle McCord, the NFL comp that I have for him is Eli Manning. Eli Manning, if you ask any Giant fan, was loved by this team. They loved Eli. He won them 2 Super Bowls. He was a champion. MVP of the Super Bowl playoffs. He killed it in the playoffs. Now, he did have a lot of interceptions in his career, but he brought those Giants some very successful years as well. So if that's Kyle McCord's ceiling, I would be very happy with that. Now, his floor, Mac Jones. He doesn't have a lot of mobility. He's got a decent arm, same as Mac Jones. But as you see with Mac Jones, his career is not really going as well as he thought it would. He's the backup in Jacksonville right now. He started a couple games with Lawrence being hurt, didn't really have much success. So ceiling, Eli Manning, floor, Mac Jones. With Kyle McCord as well, some of the strengths that he has. Strong mechanics. He is probably one of the most ready quarterbacks in this draft. All of his mechanics, his throwing motion, he gets the ball out quick, are very strong. He is best when he's in the pocket, when he has protection. He throws a beautiful ball. He is so good when in the pocket. He has high accuracy as well. He does not miss a lot of throws and can fit it into tight windows. Weaknesses, though, not very athletic. And when you put pressure on him, he kind of crumbles. So you'd have to have a solid offensive line, which the Jets, you could argue, do. We have a solid foundation with our front five. The thing is, when he does get pressure, he does make a lot of mistakes. And he has high turnover-worthy plays. He throws it into some tight windows, sometimes getting picked off, and sometimes making some mistakes, especially when pressured. Now, that's Kyle McCord. He is my fourth option, think would be solid. But now getting into the top three, these are the three guys that I would love if they came to the Jets. Two of them rookies, one being a free agent. And each one of them still has such high upside. Now, number three, Jalen Milroe, quarterback of Alabama. He is 6'2", 225 pounds. NFL comp is Jalen Hurts, which, man, if you watch Jalen Hurts nowadays, he is solid. Bringing the Eagles to another Super Bowl. And Jets fans, we would kill for that. That would be amazing for us. We haven't been there since Super Bowl III. I wasn't even born then, guys. I would love to see a Jets Super Bowl before I pass. Please, Jets. But anyway, Jalen Milroe. His ceiling is Jalen Hurts, but his floor is Anthony Richardson, in my opinion. Another ceiling that I could see with him, too, some of the older fans might like, Randall Cunningham. This kid has a ton of arm talent. He has a ton of athleticism. He is a very strong player, freak athlete. He is going to light up the combine in the future. He is going to shoot up draft boards. I promise you that. Now, like I said, his floor, Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson has all the athleticism and all the God-given ability that you could ask for in a quarterback. His career ain't going the way that he wants it to right now. He had a really rough year this past year. Got benched for Joe Flacco because he took himself out of the plays because he was tired. Not something you want to see. Jalen Milroe has the same freakish athleticism as Anthony Richardson and can be successful. The thing is, with Jalen Milroe, you will have to sit him for a year or two. He needs to learn behind a pro just to pick up the speed of the game, to work on some of his weaknesses. He needs that year or two to sit. You cannot start Jalen Milroe right away. If you do, it could ruin his confidence and really not help him out. All right. So some of the strengths that he has, like I've said, he is explosive as heck. He can take the ball and run faster than some of the cornerbacks and safeties that are out there. He runs faster than some of his own receivers. So he is somebody who can just take it and book it and get to the end zone as quick as possible. Another one, huge arm. He has such strong arm talent. He probably has the strongest arm in this class compared to Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, definitely. Jalen Milroe probably has the strongest arm in this draft. Now, another thing, he has a very high ceiling if he gets that year to train, to prepare, to sit and learn. The sky is the limit for this kid, all right? Some of the weaknesses, though. He is quick to run. If he does not see a wide open receiver, he will not throw it. He will just tuck it and run, which could lead to some injuries for him in the future. He needs to learn how to go through his progressions. He really does, or he will make mistakes, or could lead to more injuries for him, which is not a positive thing. So another one, does not sense pressure. He struggles with sensing pressure in the pocket. That's something he needs to get better with, pocket awareness. But these are things that can be fixed. Like I said, he just needs time. And if you give him that time, the sky is the limit. This kid could soar in the NFL and be very successful. But Jalen Milroe, my number 3 quarterback. Moving on to number 2. And I really want to shout out one of my good friends on X right now. That's So Krista. You are amazing. You are a big reason why I started this YouTube channel. From your support, I really appreciate it. And this one is for you. That's So Krista has come up with a slogan for this next guy. Welcome to the Dart side. Jackson Dart, guys. Jackson Dart is going to fly up draft boards because of the talent that this kid has. He is the quarterback from Ole Miss. He is 6'2", 225 pounds. NFL comp, Baker Mayfield. I really think this kid could light up the NFL. And if you're looking what Baker Mayfield is doing now, led the league, I believe, in touchdowns for quarterbacks this year. This kid is a lightning rod. He could lift every team. He could make everybody else better around him. I think this kid is going to end up being the best quarterback in this draft class. I really do. Ceiling Baker Mayfield, which I think any team would love at this point. Just ask Buccaneer fans. They love the guy. Players too. Now, the floor. A quarterback that Jet fans know. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick was with the Jets for 2 years. One really successful year in the first year of Todd Bowles. The next, not so great. Tendency to make turnovers a ton. Jackson Dart can do the same thing. He can get a little reckless with the football. But, like I said, he is a gunslinger. He is so confident in himself, which I really think you need in New York. You need to have grit. You need to have fight. And if that is anything, that is Jackson Dart. He is a beast, and he is not afraid to run people over. And then when he does run your butt over, he is not afraid to chirp at you. He will talk smack, and that is something I love. You need that grit. You need that tenacity to be a leader, and I think teammates will rally around this kid. Welcome to the dark side. Bring the Dark Knight to the Jets, please. He is somebody who can be a great player for the New York Jets, and I really hope that the Jets do draft this kid. He could be a monster. Now, some of the strengths that he has a good arm. Not great, but still solid, above average. He knows when to have touch on the ball. He also knows when to put more zip on the ball, which is very key in those situations. You need to be aware of how you throw the ball. It could be a touchdown or not in the red zone. You need to know how to do that. Another one, he extends plays. He is not afraid to get out of that pocket and extend plays. He can extend plays with his legs, and he can extend plays by rolling out and throwing a bomb to one of his receivers. Now, his QBR this past year was 86.3. Not bad. Pretty good. He had a total of 4,279 yards. Completion percentage of 69.3. Touchdowns, he had 29. Interceptions, 6. Really solid touchdown to interception ratio. Now, with this too, he does extend plays. He likes to roll out. He is better when throwing on the run. One of his weaknesses, he is not the best when staying in the pocket, especially when the pocket collapses. If he gets pressure, he has a tendency to be a hero. He tries to make every play, and that can get him into trouble. We've dealt with that before with Zach Wilson, but Jackson Dart is different. I believe in him so much. And there are a lot of fans on X as well that are becoming big fans of his too, and big reason why is he is a leader. He is an animal, and people rally to this guy. Another big issue that a lot of people will point out is at Ole Miss, he didn't really run a pro-style offense, which people will look at as a downer, but with how the NFL is adapting, you want a quarterback that can make those big plays, those hero ball plays. And it's moving towards like a college type mixed with NFL type of offenses and styles now. Just look at some of the quarterbacks that are very successful. Patrick Mahomes, he is best when improvising, making plays on the move. He is so smart, and that's similar to what a lot of quarterbacks in college do. So Jackson Dart, very, very solid quarterback. Would love if he were to be on the Jets this season. Join us on the Dart side. Bring him to the Jets. Now, the last one, and I have been very, very vocal on X with this next guy. I really think he has a ton of upside. He's still only 25, and that guy is Justin Fields. I love Justin Fields. I think he has had a really rough start to his career. Started out with Matt Nagy as his quarterback in Chicago. And as we know with Matt Nagy, he was able to get Mitch Trubisky to do some great things, brought him to the playoffs. But a lot of that was his defense. Matt Nagy didn't really surround Justin Fields with that much support. His offensive line in Chicago was awful every season that he was there. And then he ended up getting traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. One thing in common that they have there is an awful offensive line. Now, with Justin Fields too, he started the season 4-2 and then got replaced by Russell Wilson, which I think was a really big mistake. Justin Fields, even though he wasn't lighting up the world with throwing and running and everything, he was winning games. He was doing things that he needed to win games. The kid is a winner. He really is. And I just really believe in this kid. He's still young. He could have a turnaround like a Geno Smith, like a Sam Darnold from last year. He just needs to be given a chance. And I think that chance can be with the New York Jets. This past year with the Pittsburgh Steelers, he had a completion rating of 65.8. He threw for a total of 1,106 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. His rating was 93.3 and a QBR of 50.9, which doesn't jump out at you. QBR wasn't great, but this kid has a strong arm. He can beat you with his legs. He can beat you with his arm. And if you bring him to the Jets, look at the weapons we already have. Garrett Wilson, who he played with in college, they had a great rapport with each other. Breece Hall, solid back. I think he's underappreciated. I think if you bring a quarterback here that can open up the offense like Justin Fields can, especially if we bring him in a Caley offense, as Caley is our offensive coordinator, I think Justin Fields can be a monster. He could open up that offense drastically. And he just needs to be given a shot, and I think that shot should be with the New York Jets. Now that is my list of 6. If you agree with me, please let me know. Comment. If you disagree, that's okay. It's okay to disagree. It doesn't mean I'm gonna be angry or anything. That is what we are here to do. We are here to discuss these things, talk about it. We are fans. We have our own opinions. You are more than welcome to have your own opinion, whether it agrees with me or not. That's what's so great about the Jets Ward. All are welcome. Now, going into this, please, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out so much, and I really do appreciate it. Anybody, my subscribers that I have now, I love you. For those who view the video, please share it with friends, like the video, subscribe. It really does help me out. I really do appreciate it. Now, another thing I want to do before I head out to, the new intro song that we have was created by my brother. He has his own YouTube channel called JRW, where he makes such great music. He is a really talented guy. Please subscribe to his channel as well. If you love listening to all different types of music, he can provide it for you. And again, thank you guys for joining me in the JETS Jets Ward. And I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.